ए चालू झाली रे. तू काढले का रे? संजीवनी शब्दप्रेमी
Vinay, will you mute yourself, please, Vinay?
काय?
Hello, Gayatri, please mute yourself, please.
Sorry, sir.
Prakash Bhujbal, will you please mute yourself, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sharad, will you please mute Sharad Somoshi? Thank you.
Good evening.
Rushi Hon, then.
Yes, sir.
Please mute, please. Hello. Yes, dear students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
वंटी तुला हे करायचं नाही का लेक्चर 7 वाजले हे लेक्चर करायचं नाही का एसीपीचं लेक्चर करायचं की नाही
ते घनश्याम मिटकर
रेकॉर्डिंग बघणार आहे
Today I am not going to provide recording.
पोरं जॉईन हो राहिले 150 पोरं जॉईन झाले
घनश्याम अनम्यूट कर रे तुला.
Say, yeah. All of you, please remember. Okay, why are you asking such kind of questions again and again? I'm not getting. Like somebody has kept here for everyone that. What is the fee structure for alumni? See, those who are admitted in the last month, they were because of the offer for alumni. The fee was 20,000 one time. Please understand. That one was 20,000 rupees one time. And right now, if somebody want to admit as an alumni, after this 23rd of August, our traditional fee structure is applied, and that is 25,000 plus 18% GST for an alumni student. Getting my point? I hope the question which one was posted by Mr. SJ, Mr. or Miss, I don't know, but I think they got a clarification. Yes. And do not see, one request to all of you, do not compare yourself with others or with other fee structures, because certain students, I know that they are admitted before you, and now few students are even getting admitted after this. This is a continual process for us. So in between, when we talked with the SAP, we got an opportunity to go with this kind of particular fee structure, and after that only we applied it. See, it is the point. Please understand, everyone. And one more thing I would like to clarify to all of you. Every year we have this certain kind of pool there always. But do you know what happens? Most of the time, few students later on they realize that okay, I'm not able to continue, or sometime they get they're not understanding. See, you have taken the admission, so I'm hoping that you will continue, because I have been observed, even experienced, that those students who are really doing in a serious way, they are getting the jobs. See, right now we are just posting for your information certain details. You might be seeing just Birla is now expecting some candidates over there. Already they have been given the payment and everything. So these opportunities are continuously flooding there. Okay, even for Tata Technologies also we got now the requirement. So this is continuously happening. You have to grab this opportunity as and when you required. Okay. Okay, I'm just waiting for next 5 minutes. Let your friends join. Today there is no additional session. Within this session only, I'm going to cover our today's SAP overview. See, and I'm glad to inform all of you is that from Monday onwards, all these sessions will be taken care by the Primus team only. So we'll, if time, then there would be a batches. There would not be a common pool like yesterday and today we are carrying out. There will be a separate batches for certain models. There may be a separate batch for ABAP module. There would be a separate batch for MM module. But do not worry, your means timing will be the same. Timing will not be a different. So all the students who are working and who are even busy with the other schedule in the daytime, all can join it properly. And please remember, every day the Primus team is also going to give you certain task over there. So it is expected from you. You are going to do that task. Okay. So according to that first 30 to 40 hours training, we are going to cover with the help of Primus Tech System. Okay. May I request to all those who are unmuted, please mute yourself. Okay, otherwise I can do it from my end also. Yes, Ishwar, for your question. Okay, definitely this question will take it as well as instead of me. See, when Primus trainers will be there, you can put your question over there. No issue at all. But I'll answer it. Don't worry. See, I would like to request all the participants when you are joining. Okay, please mute yourself immediately so it will not be create a disturbance for the others. Okay. See, yesterday we discussed on, okay, okay, good evening all of you. Yesterday we discussed on the topic just as a orientation, how exactly this SAP training program will be carried out at the Sanjeevani, and how you will move ahead as a part of that program. What are the different activities we have been planned for you, and accordingly we are also doing the planning. Okay. See, very soon you will also receive a complete academic training program calendar. So accordingly, even you can plan your activities over there. Am I audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yogesh, please check your mic or use your
32
microphone. So
इसके
there
बाद
no issue. Okay. Rushiraj, please mute yourself. Okay, thank you. So we discussed on that entire activities plan and how as a Sanjeevani we are going to move there. Okay, and what are the different even activities have been kept in a planning for all of you. Definitely we'll go for that. And in the last of that session timing, I have been even given the details about which particular site you are supposed to refer for your studies. Okay, so I have been given a reference of that Guru 99, and on that site you will find a lot of details. And I hope yesterday once that one was given, you might be gone through the details about your respective model. Okay, so from 30th of August, uh, we are going to start with the Primus Tech Systems industry experts for your sessions. Those trainers will be carried out your sessions. Okay, so I'm expecting from 30th August onwards, all my students will be available in their respective batch for that session. Batches would be model wise. Okay, there may be sometime we may club the batch of FI and SD model together, because they are associated mainly with we can say commerce and MBA stream, and most of the things are similar in those two models. That's why we would like to maybe club them together, and rest of the three models like ABAP, MM, and PP model will be conducted in a separate batch. Okay, so but there is no again separation within a batch. Okay, it may be the case you may have a single batch for MM or single batch for that ABAP, and definitely those trainers will take your near about 30 to 40 hours training over there. Please, once again I am reminding to all of you, these particular hours we are going to count in your 200 hours. Okay, so please understand, please be a part of that. Okay, and do not miss. See, that's why even yesterday when we carried out, I know that because of the Google Meet, there were the constraints of the number of participants to be added, and I know that few students missed the session. So I shared that video link to all of you to just see it and to go through the details. Okay, and please remember, I'm once again saying that whatever we are carrying out, that is only for Sanjeevani SAP training program. These are the things where we used to carry out every year for our students only. Okay, so you are a part of our program, so you are also our students, you are also our members there. So you are flexible to use it. Okay, and you can refer it for your own study. Okay, so without now wasting our today's timing, let me start. Today I'm going to talk about the SAP overview. Okay, and for that I'm just going to share my screen. And once again, I would like to request those who are not muted themselves, please mute. Okay, or before that, let me mute all of you. Yeah, all are muted. Okay, let me go for sharing the screen. Yes. Hope you are able to see my screen. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes,
It's
sir.
it's a kind request. Now, please keep yourself muted. Okay. See that I just want to go with this. First of all, the ERP. See, please understand, we all are now learning about the SAP. I would like to give the credit to this JKT. They have been prepared these particular PPTs, and I'm sharing it with all of you. So in the initial stage itself, I would like to give them a credit for it. Okay, they have been prepared in a nice way, this particular point. So I'm just going to use it to share it to with all of you. Okay, so please understand, we are going to understand first of all what they mean by an ERP, and when it is an enterprise resource planning, then how the business looks like without your ERP there. Okay, so here we can find out. So all of you, please see that when you are going to learn about any model, it may be ABAP model, it may be MM or PP or any other model, you have to understand this business scenario very well. Okay, see, this business scenario is going to help you a lot. And I found two participants raise their hand. I'd like to Is there an issue for them? Mr. Bala Prasad is there and somebody on Redmi Note. There is there. Okay. No issue. Fine. So please understand here, in this scenario, okay, we have to understand the business. When there is no ERP, without enterprise resource planning, how your business look like? See, it's a kind of business you might be observed in your around. Means you may see the businesses in your around for this. Okay, so please do not do this kind of thing. The participants. Okay, I'll just go for control because it just disturbs to everyone. See, I've been kept certain things open for participant, but it doesn't mean that these things should be happen, because we all are the matured one, okay, and we are here to become a SAP consultants. So imagine if tomorrow you are going to present something, and if it is going to be happen, then what would be your reaction on that time? Okay, if it is a business of suppose we can say of maybe of 1 crore rupees for your particular company, and you are presenting, so like that you have to think. See that it's very important, this scenario what you have been observed over here. Let us start it step by step. Okay, here what exactly happened, ki customer calls to place an order for a car. Okay, imagine a customer want to purchase a car, then what the customer do? Customer calls to place an order for a car, then that order goes to your sales. Then what that sales do? That sales office or inventory contacts to your production and planning. Okay, but before this, your sales contacts to your inventory. Okay, what it happens? Sales contract to your inventory, where in the inventory they are having the details with them, various details with them related to the stock and other things. Then definitely they are going to do the inquiry to whom? Production and planning. Even sales department is also doing the inquiry or going to directly ask to the production and planning. So then what that production and planning is going to do? They contacts the purchasing for the raw material. Okay, so it means if you see here, everything is uncontrolled. Okay, everything is not in the control of particular uh, part. Means everyone is working in an independent way, and they are doing or they are working in a such a way that there is no control available on each and every one. Okay, so now where is the guarantee that you will be able to give the clear. Okay, somebody Prathamesh, I would like to request, please remove all these particular things which are available right now on the screen. Do not scratch it. Okay, just try to listen initially. See, these kind of businesses are everywhere. If you see, take an example, you might be observed even a shop, traditional shops are available. What they do? They collect the things from the different areas. Means there is no streamlining in the business. Okay, means they take the material from somebody, then they put it in their shop, and then they sell it. Okay, but when they are selling, there is no even track of okay, how much particular stock is sold. Okay, then how much stock is available. They don't have that ideas. They continuously just buy something, okay, put it in a shop and sell it directly. See, this is a particular business without ERP. Here you will observe there is no kind of interconnection between anyone. When customer contacts to the sales department, it is expected they should have very clear idea what kind of stock is available as a part of inventory. Then what should be the production is going on over there. What is there right now the quantity available, and how are they moving as a part of when they are purchasing some raw material or something there. See, if you see this one, this is the complete wrong scenario, or I can say a business without ERP. It is completely a kind of distracted or heterogeneous kind of nature is available here for the business. There is no streamlining. There is no alignment of the different departments there. Okay. And because of this, what happened? Because of this, it is going to happen there. We are not able to get the exact idea. We are not able to get the exact even tracking of anything. When customer puts an order, then how that order will go on, or how that order will be fulfilled for the customer. See, even take an example. When you reach to any shop and suppose you want to buy something, what you expect as a customer? You expect that shopkeeper or that particular shop owner must give you the properly a service. Means he or she should give you the service in a such way that you are going to understand, you are going to get your material as early as possible, and at the same time there is no any kind of headache for you as a part of for paying that particular bill or by receiving that particular good. You want everything to be streamlined. See why? That's why you might be seen people like more the shopping like in a malls. Do you know that in the malls when you do something you are having a choice to see a lot of things together. Okay, you can pick up anyone which you want. Once you pick up and once you go to the bill counter, then everything is streamlined over there. They do everything in a such way that you will receive your bill on time, you will receive everything properly, and everything is even packed in a such a way that there is no problem. It means an hassle free business everyone want. Please understand my point. It's a hassle free business. It means we don't want okay, I have to collect the n number of things together. See, you may have the experience with our government offices as well. See, in our government offices, suppose you want to take or issue some document for your education purpose or maybe for other purpose. Okay, see, you might be observed number of time outside of that government office now, everything is written very nicely. Okay, to get your income certificate you have to do this, you have to submit this, you have to affidavit this, you have to do this. But when you go actually in means in tehsil office or in other government offices, what you observe, you observe that that is completely a distracted one. There is no streamlining of that. Okay, they may ask, suppose you went there with your application, they may say, okay, you have been attached, okay, this many document, okay, now affidavit is left, go back. So again they are sending you back again. Once you brought the affidavit, they say no, no, now your ticket is remain on that affidavit. Again you have to go back. Again next time they are saying, okay, no, you don't have the other card here. Again you have to go back. Oh, you don't have the income proof or this proof. Again you have to go back. But they never say at a time to anyone, okay, if you are with these many documents and if these are the deficiency, okay, you are supposed to follow these rules or you will not get your certificate. But again, suppose you have been submitted all the document at the last, then they give you one receipt, and on that receipt it is said you will receive your document after the 8 days. But do you have that experiment exactly or that kind of experience here? You have been received your document on the same day which is said on that receipt? I don't think so. So it means they are without a planning. They are without that kind of enterprise resource planning. Okay, so please understand this point, all of you. Here, okay, we have to add now few more business processes. If you add in that ERP without your that particular ERP, you will find that these many are the business processes. Sales is there, purchasing is there, vendors are available, inventory is there, finance is there, shop floors are there, production planning is there. Then what exactly it is? Okay, see that customer is expecting a car, then customer is waiting, where is my car? When the sales is there, then whom to contact for status? Okay, sales is in the dilemma, where to contact, right? When it comes for the purchasing, vendor and all, see that again when purchasing is happening, then what is the cost and profit? They are asking to the finance, right? Then finance don't know anything from where they are going to be happen. Again, if it is go for production planning, what to manufacture? Okay, they are having the question, big question, what to manufacture. But again, on shop floor they don't know anything about all this, right? See, then this is a complete confusion. See, this is the complete confusion available. See, when we are talking about this particular confusion, then there is a need to manage everything properly. See, to whom, for whom we are working? We are working for this customer. See, we know that those industries who are actually giving the proper service to their customers, they are only in the race. They are only in the, we can say they are getting the revenues over there. But if there is a no connection, there is no control of each and every process or each and every business cycle onto the other business cycle, or there is no proper interlinking, then there is no use of any business. See, it's very important. That's why in SAP overview, when Primus team will start, they are going to give in-depth knowledge about all these processes, first of all, because they are counting, they are really important. Suppose you are the ABAP developer or ABAP consultant. If you don't know what is happening in the sales department, if you don't know its elementary operations, can you able to implement that program? Can you able to understand even your own ABAP contents? Then no, sorry, you will not. Suppose I am from a material management. Okay, then where is the procurement process comes? What is the job of this purchase department? Whether purchase and sales are common? Then answer is no, they are the different department. Where is my role? Okay, suppose I'm saying you are dealing with the PP model, then how production planning is coming there? What is the role of the shop floor? Now, apart from that, if you are from FI module, okay, then your role is mainly associated with that business process. And if I'm from the sales and distribution, my job is more related to the sales. But when I'm going with the sales, have you seen there is a one question written, whom to contact for status? Okay, it is very biggest question, whom to contact for this particular one. Okay, so this point we have to understand properly, right? And according to, we have to move ahead. See, it means if a business is without ERP, there are always confusion in the execution of each and every business cycle. Okay, these are the processes. Understand, process means what? A way of method of working. Okay, or simply a method of working. Okay, take an example here. Suppose in your house itself, okay, we know that if you want to cook something, okay, you need a lot of raw material there, okay, or food ingredients. Then you club all the food ingredients together. You have to chop them, you have to cut them, you have to mix up them together, you have to apply few your we can say different recipe styles or procedures you have to apply, and then you will get it. Okay, you are going with a lot of such things there. So that is a complete alignment. Similarly here, the alignment is expected in your all the business cycles, or I can say in these processes. But it may be the point, these processes may not be individual or they may not be independent, they are interlinked. Okay, so when I'm talking about the production and planning, where are they interlinked? They are 100% interlinked with the purchase, they are 100% interlinked with the finance, they are 100% interlinked with the shop floor, they are interlinked with your inventory as well as with the sales. So sales department should know, okay, what kind of production is going on, whether production is more or less. According to that, they have to put the demands in front of the customers or those particular users here. Okay, so it's very important, we have to do that and see that when, if it is without ERP, what was our expectation? Customer should get a car, but then what happened? Okay, their customer is receiving this truck, whether truck was uh, ordered by that customer, no, customer was expecting a car. But see that then your sales department is saying, dear sir, this is your order. See why it is happening? Because yes, this is the mishap is happening in your business if it is without ERP or enterprise resource planning. Now, I would like to give the answer to the question which were asked by that Ishwar here. See, Ishwar, this is a particular point. We all are talking about the S4 HANA today. We're talking about that others, but everywhere the foundation is your business cycles. Everywhere, though you will go for anything, maybe you will go for your advanced things, but these are the basics. They will be always basic. Until and unless you will not understand your production and planning, you cannot do properly, or you cannot go with that latter parts. If you don't have the knowledge about your inventory or your procurement processes, you cannot understand the purchase and other departments of your business. Okay, so these are going to play the major role. And see that here at the end, without ERP, what customer is saying, I'm not going to take your delivery and will never deal with you. See, whether any company wants to do like this, whether they want to lose their customers, then obviously the answer is no. Then here, when the sales department is saying, we're sorry sir, it means there is a complete flaw in entire business. Okay, see, this is the point that all of you please understand. Okay, just give a minute. This annotation which is kept here, I would like to see that. Okay, I'll just go for it. Please mute, somebody is unmuted there, please mute. Yeah. See that the overall picture. If you see the overall picture were like this: customer communicates with the sales, then sales is in the case that to whom they are going to be contact. Okay, so the all the things, if you properly observe here carefully, now the new things are into like general ledgers are there, purchasing departments are there, then your different sales representatives, or we can say even other representatives are available. If you see this carefully, you'll get an idea here कि they are connected very well now. See that customer connected to the sales, sales connected to your inventory, inventory is connected to your production and planning, where production and planning mainly deals with the shop floor execution. Then the shop floor execution is directly connected to the purchasing. Why? Because purchasing department is having the hold on that. Okay, whatever the raw material they procure, whatever the goods they are producing, they are going to keep the track. And then this purchasing is also connected with the sales to keep the updates, and with this one the various other vendors are also connected. So this is the overall picture for any business. They, when they want to execute, this comes as an overall picture for them. Okay, you can imagine about your own business, okay, how my business is going to move. Okay, see here, all of you please understand, here I'm not talking about these small businesses or very household businesses. Hello. See that in this one, we want this kind of streamlined execution of the business. But when we talk about this streamlined execution of the business, then we need to understand this enterprise architecture. See why we need to go with this enterprise architecture. First is the numerous disparate or disparate information systems. You might be seen there are these are the systems, these are the business cycles, processes. They are the n number of business cycle processes. At least those who are main or those who are primary business cycles, that must be planned, or we can say interlinked with each other properly. Second thing, integrating the data becomes costly. See why the integration is too challenging. That is time, money, and resources. My dear friends, SAP is right now putting the more efforts on this particular point. Okay, see, you know that you are talking about the S4 HANA. S4 HANA is now the advanced things that SAP is bringing in their own this SAP software. See, there earlier SAP was more relying for the databases on our Oracle. Okay, there was an integration of Oracle and SAP, and but now they are in the transiting phase of that. Means now SAP is coming with their own databases. They don't want to rely more on that Oracle now. So it means they want to they want to put all this time, money, and resources on their own database to integrate that data. See, and because of this, what happened when integration is happening now, there is an inconsistencies as well as duplication of data. See, I may have the data for the sales with me, I may have the data for that inventory with me, but when I will club them together, I may find the certain entities which are available in sale as well as in inventory are get duplicated. So again, there is a lack of timely information. See why their organizations are running behind it. See, there is a lack of timely information, means information is not available on the time, and that creates a problem. See, even I can understand in our cases also it is happening. Okay, we are busy with some cycle of the business process. See, earlier we were busy with the registration, we were not able to find out the time, but because of that you were feeling as well as you were feeling that okay, there is no information to us, but it is a matter of that time. So we are having the lack of time to give the information. So what we need, see, we require the central enterprise definition or resource, as well as we require the centrally controlled business change. See, in the SAP, how these different modules, or we can say different departments, are integrated. It means if something is purchased in the finance department now, or something is happened in the finance, it reflects everywhere in the all the departments, right? Just take an example. Suppose you are the students of or imagine you are the student of particular organization, or you are an employee for the organization. What happened when you enter there? Now you are receiving an I-card. See, your one I-card you can use for multiple purposes. See, if you are you are an employee, so you can use the same I-card to enter into the gate at every day. On you can use the same for punching purpose. You can use the same I-card to issue some goods in your company. You can use the same I-card to get the discount on the various things. You can use the same I-card even to show your own personal identity over there. Understand? It means because of that unique or central your definition, you are going to be identified everywhere in that organization. Similarly, when student will have one iCard, that iCard itself an identity of the student for in entire organization. Student can use the single iCard for examination. They can use to show in their classes. They can use the same iCard to issue the library books. They can use the same iCard at the hostels. They can use same iCard to either enter or exit from the college campus. It means this central definition, central planning is very important. Okay, so it means when I'll put my ID now, I'll be immediately able to get the details. And industry want this kind of data. My dear student, they don't want to prepare the separate resources for each and every shop. Means I'm having suppose 10 employees, or I can say there is an organization who want to use the, see, that's why those who are working in industry, they will now get an idea why are they having a single iCard only. Why not then one iCard while entering into the gate, one iCard while exiting from the gate, again one more iCard while going into the canteens, one more iCard to issue the other goods, one more iCard to enter in your own cabin, one more iCard to go on a floor. Is it that case? Is it the key? See, no, but we have only one, and that is centralizedly accessed. It is interconnected everywhere. So that is expected in this enterprise architecture. So if you see this, your enterprise architecture, it is helping us to integrate the businesses. Okay, so if you see this one, if you now observe carefully the given one, okay, uh, I'm really sorry, the somebody
Voice is not clear, sir.
enterprise structure, you will find there the different departments are connected to each other. So you may see the department is like manufacturing here. You may see plants means your shop floor. You may have your sales department. Your we can have your acquisition repository kind of thing. Then your purchasing, production and planning. Then we are having the ledgers, general ledgers here, shop floor, marketing, your treasury means I can again connect it with the inventory, your HR module, then your payroll. See, everywhere these are the different models together. And apart from that, in your business, you need the partner systems, various other systems who are depend or who are going to connect with your business. Please understand this point. It is very important. In your enterprise structure, we integrate the business cycles together, and then we get the complete picture of our business over here. Okay, so when you are going to use this enterprise architecture, or I'm saying your enterprise resource planning, what are the benefits you receive? Understand, first you eliminate the duplications, you eliminate the discontinuity and redundancy in data. See, today for each organization, their data is like a gold. Okay, and because of that, anything which is redundant, anything which is in a discontinued manner or in duplicated manner is not going to help for the organization. Okay, it wastes their time, please understand. And when we are going to integrate it, then it increases the return on investment made on that implementation. Ultimately, when you are integrating your resources together, actually you are doing an investment on that IT implementations, and this investment is going to help you. Okay, see, you may feel okay, this is very big investment for any organization, but it is integrating their business very well. It delivers the quality information designed for the enterprise as a whole. See, it means when somebody is using this enterprise resource planning software, he or she get an idea, okay, this entire organization is connected in a such way that they are like one unit. They are not like a separate unit. Not, there is no separation of different units there. It looks from outside a single unit only. And because of that, it becomes faster. Even we get the quality information delivery to produce a quality enterprise. And we can satisfy very well your partners as well as customers, because partners are getting their information, their details on time, maybe even their payment kind of things, or maybe other requirements which they have as a part of partner of that business. And what customers are getting? Customers are getting satisfied. They are getting exactly what they have been asked or what they want. They are getting it with the help of this enterprise resource planning. And mainly, it reduces the required manpower. Now you may say that, sir, because of this, if they are reducing the manpower, then why are they required this other another manpower? See, my dear student, when there is a reduction in the manpower. See, right now all of you may be listening one point, Kare, right now the AI, machine learning, data science, even cybersecurity, IoT, these fields are emerging, and because of that, a lot of automation is happening over there. Okay, and at the same time, you may be saying, sir, now the lot of jobs are get reduced. Even in mechanical industries, also you are talking a lot of jobs are get reduced. But my dear friend, at the same time, because of such kind of automation, the skill set, if you have related to that automation, there is a job opportunity for you. So what you have to do, we have to actually change our skill set. Now we have to update them. So whatever even you are learning about this SAP, you are studying this SAP, means what are you doing? You are upgrading your skill sets there. So where are you putting yourself? You are now coming a part of that industries in IT implementation. You are going to discuss, you are going to bring out those particular automations from your end. Suppose you are consultant, mainly we will talk about your entire material management. You are going to talk about your resource plannings over there very well. Even in production planning, the PP candidate can work very well. They will require every time. Even ABAP developers are required by each industry. Why? Because they want to implement these things in their own house. Okay, see, it is my business. I don't want to hire somebody from outside who may be my competitor, or that person may be sent by the competitor in my industry to learn about what are my different strategies, what are my different ways. So I don't want to give it. So if I'll have that pool of resources or those employees who know ABAP very well, I can take or I can do these implementations whenever I want. Okay, again, that confidentiality will be maintained in my own industry. So when I'm saying a business with ERP or business with this enterprise architecture, they get these kind of benefits over there. So your these enterprise architectures or ERPs are mainly based on your enterprise relationship management systems. Okay, and why we are saying these are the ERMs? These ERMs are actually the backbones of the today's industry. Okay, everywhere you may find these ERMs are available, even in your own industry where you may be working right now or you want to work over there. Okay, so it's very important when we are talking about the various functionalities in your industry. Then these are the functionalities mainly associated. The main key functions are like finance, production, sales, logistics, your various statutory compliance, human resources. They are going to be integrated, a kind of uh, entire structure together. Okay, they are having the interlinks where there. Okay, so these are the points that we have to understand. See, I want to highlight one point here, like logistics. Do you know that your all the online industries, means I'm talking about all the online shopping industries or that kind of industries, they mainly rely on these logistics today. Means this shipping business, logistic business is in huge demand just because of this, and they need an integration from what customer who placed the order online up to the that order is delivered in the hands of the same customer. See, this is complete cycle, very big cycle is available for your business. Okay, from order okay, ordering something up to receiving that order. See, in that one, all these kind of different cells are coming together, different business processes are interlinked, and to handle them we need all the kinds of person over there. Okay, see, then there is a question, big question. If I'm getting these many benefits of my enterprise architecture, then what exactly ERP is? See, that the latter things you are going to learn, you are going to learn modern things, but let us understand the basic component. This is an ERP. Okay, uh, my dear students, you may feel somewhere, Kerry sir, what exactly you are talking today? You are talking something about the SAP overview. See, it's very important, because until and unless you are not going to think, you are not going to start thinking in this way for your this study. Okay, see, don't stick yourself with only your module. I am giving this information always to my students, that you don't stick with yourself for one module. Make us first common understanding. Okay, I am a SAP consultant, though I am ABAP consultant, MM consultant, PP consultant. Tomorrow in the industry, I will be integrated with others. So you are not going to work alone. As a MM module or MM consultant, you will not work alone. You will work with all. Then if you have this knowledge with you properly of the business, okay, you will accelerate immediately. This is the intention behind to give these theoretical details. Okay, let us first put these details in front of all of you. This enterprise resource planning, Okay, when we are saying, I've been already said, it is used to integrate your business together. It is used to integrate your different business process of your organizations together. And then when we are talking about it, then see, that's why I don't like the Zoom. Okay, though it is accommodating a lot of people together, but it is again creating a noise. Okay, so see that when I'm talking about this enterprise resource planning, all of you please understand this IT environment, because you are also going to be part of that. See, who are, everywhere there are the points related to the IT environment. What is this? First, let us understand many different hardware platform. There are so many different platforms are used by the different vendors, different suppliers, different customers, different partners of your business. Then even there are many different applications are used together. See, I'm talking about the various applications. It means you can imagine for this application. Take an example. Suppose you want to purchase something. Then suppose you purchased it from the shop. Then in the shop, there are various payment options for you. You may use Phone Pay, you may use Google Pay, you may use cash on delivery option, you may use even other options which are available. See, it means then how that business is going to integrate the money from all these different resources together or different sources together. So it is just I'm giving you one app where the customer purchase something and give it to money. Then how that finance department is managing all these things. You see that managed and unmanaged machine, a lot of controlled machine and uncontrolled machines are there. Now, who are the control machines? Where the softwares of that industries are installed, where the various things are available on the various even actual running machines, and few are unmanaged machines, means which are not in the hand of that particular organization. Take an example like a networking in the entire organization, means they are using the internet. So what they do to use the internet, they get it from the internet service provider, and that service provider are the suppliers. So they may have their different machines which cannot be managed by your industry. Okay, then applications, then install, then packaging, distributions, and a lot of things are there. Please understand it. See here. So when I'm talking about a business, they need this IT environment. See, without this, tomorrow you all are also going to use the same thing. You will be a part of this IT environment only. Then when you are going to understand that IT environment, you have to understand all these components like partners, customers, suppliers, remote offices, mobile users, local users, then your various web applications available for your business, various apps are available for your business, then there various data which is get gathered or generated for your organization, various data centers which are required by your organization, and at the same time the acquisition of your data, means you are going to generate some data, you are going to acquire that data as a part of your business decision makings. So during that time you are going to, now you realize from how many sources the data is coming in the organization, then how to manage it. And at the same time organization need to keep itself running, executing. It should not happen that when some order is placed by the customer, then only organization starts to produce it. They cannot do like this. They have to take care of this component every time so that they can satisfy their customers very well. This is the point. Then it is right actually the complex problem, very complex problem. Okay. And for this purpose, see, understand, for this purpose, if you see when it is a complex problem, what you need the application compatibility, you need their proper certification or standardization. You have to change your various target machines. In that case, you have to put the cost for the applications to bring them in together. You have to support not only the online but offline applications also. User may not access your every time online softwares or this, sometimes they use offline machines. Then how to do that one? Then how to make the frequent updates in your each and every application when they are get changed. Then efficient use of IT resources to be happened, and at the same time efficient use of your computing power. My dear student, the computing power is playing the major role today. Now you take an example, why are you using the mobile phones of particular brand only? This is a common question to all of you. why are you using a particular brand of that mobile phone? The first and foremost answer you will give it to me that, sir, this mobile is having really the good battery power. See, you are not actually talking about the battery power there, but you are talking about what? It's computing power. Okay, you are looking for one, that is for battery life, but at the same time you are looking for one more component, which is the most important for any mobile, is what? It's RAM, and that decides its speed. So you may say, sir, in my mobile there is 8 GB RAM available, 4 GB RAM available, so it's a computing power you expect. See, even today, why are you doing this particular course? Why are you going for this training? Because you want to make use of your own computing power effectively with the help of this knowledge. You want to promote somewhere, you want to get more something than which right now you are earning. So for this purpose, if you see this one, then understanding and planning these resources is the biggest challenge for any industry. See, that's why they need the such kind of consultant. See, please be happy that yes, here is the my need, here is the challenge for me when I'll be in this particular business. And for that purpose, you are doing this SAP, that is systems, applications, and products in data processing. Please understand, its full form is also very well is defined. That is systems, applications, and products in data processing. So you are going to use these particular models. You are going to apply this particular knowledge to handle carefully the data which is get generated in your organization or in that particular organization at the different levels. See, right now also you people are generating the lot of data. See, use imagine yourself, where are you generating your own data? You are using WhatsApp, you are generating the data. You are using Facebook, you are generating the data. You are doing some bank application, you are generating the data. You are So how to manage this data? This is the biggest challenge for anyone. Please understand, this is the biggest challenge for anyone. And for this,
Voice are not coming, sir.
Sir, your voice not clear, sir.
hello,
Hello,
Your
sir.
voice not coming.
right now, are you getting it?
So now it's okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now it's okay.
Okay.
Not receiving, sir.
Just a minute, just a minute. I'm here only. I don't know, somebody is calling me continuously. Why? I'll just put a message to that fellow.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Your voice is not audible, sir.
Wait. So we'll connect again.
All of you, please mute.
Hello, sir.
नमक डाला क्या रे? इधर आना एक मिनट। नमक डाला है क्या? क्या दोन्ही में? थोड़ा खट्टी अच्छी लगती है रे, ज्यादा दाल अच्छी लगता है। अभी इतना डालना।
हेलो
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
इसका पर
Yes, Sharad, please mute yourself.
1 minute.
Vinay, are you host? You are host now. Will you make me host for a minute? Vinay Patil. Okay, let it be. Let it be. No issue. Yes. So we came up to the point where yesterday we started about the SAP. Just I tried to give very simple scenario with the business cycles. Okay. And in that, it's very important that we have to understand the business processes in depth. Now, when we got overlook, see, this is just we can say a tip of that iceberg where I was talking about the business processes. Okay, but later on you will get an idea. Okay, behind this, below each and every that particular general business cycles or process, it may be for your material management we are talking. It may be for your purchasing, procurement, and or it may be for your finance, sales, everywhere. They are having in-depth details of each and every one. and that's why SAP is very, I can say, kind of a skeptical software. Okay, it's very selective software, we can say, in which you will be able to manage each and every lowest component which require in your industry. Okay, so the purpose of today's session was to make you aware about this particular your business processes only. It means at very lighter level. I tried to explain them from my end. Definitely, when it will come for the Primus trainers, they will go in depth about each and every this process. They will make you aware, and even at the same time, they will provide you an idea how to tackle or how to accelerate in your these particular studies. Okay, so this one was the objective of today's session. Tomorrow I'm going to uh, deal with how to start with your SAP education console, how you are going to run it, how you are going to execute your contents of the module. Okay, that one I'm going to share with all of you, so that when you will see that video, you will get an idea. Okay, in this way, I'm also going to log in into the SAP education console, and I'm going to find out. I'm going to deal with the contents of. Okay, and during that time on server, how these hours are getting reflected, even that I'm going to show it. And as yesterday I've been said to you, I'm going to demonstrate the various things to you. The point is, like, first one, about that certifications. Okay, the global certification, all the details I'm going to share with you. And even I want to make you aware about okay, I'm not sharing the screen, don't worry about the screen. I'm not sharing right now anything there. Okay, because I'm not the host now, Vinay Patil is the host, so I cannot share anything as a part of that. Okay, so I'm just giving you idea in the next 4 or 5 minutes.
Sorry.
Hello. Hello, please, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please understand, I'm not going to give now, I'm not bombarding more things on you, because I know that it's the initial stage. You may feel very uncomfortable right now, but later on, as you will move ahead now, you will become comfortable and you will try to understand. Now, today we have gone through the various terminologies. See, understand, I'm using the particular terminologies again and again. Like, I'm saying that your business, I'm saying an organization, I'm saying enterprise, I'm saying that planning, I'm talking about resources, I'm talking about here your business cycles, I'm talking about the inventory, I'm talking about sales, I'm talking about purchase, I'm talking about here your finance, then I'm talking HR, I'm talking your production and planning. See, these are the terminologies which today I have been said. So it's a request to all the participants today, these terminologies, please find out their meaning and understand. Then only you will be able to get an idea ki, okay, this is my module and this module is functioning in this way. See, understand again one more point, like one concept I would like to put you for your study today, like understand what do you mean by the master data. Okay, or what do you mean by data dictionary in any module. See, these are the common terminologies: data dictionary, master data. Okay, please understand them. Then what is the difference between procurement word and, will I find any difference between procurement and purchase there? See this one. Okay, so these were the points I wanted to share with you. I'm going to post this particular task for all of you today on the your WhatsApp groups. And what I'm expecting from your end, you are going to put the details for these terminologies. Just, you may find online, but make a small document and post it on a group, so even your other friends will get an idea. And I would like to see, are you really want to learn them? Are you really want to find out their meanings or not? Okay, see that one question is asked by the Pawar Abhishek. He's saying to me that, what is the difference between consultant and training? Okay, who is that? Da. Somebody logged in Da, please mute yourself. Hello, Mr. DA or Miss DA, please mute yourself. Vishal, mute to all. Sorry, Vinay Patil, please mute to all. Okay. Yeah. See that here itself, the consultant and the trainee. Okay, you can say that consultants are what? Okay, I would like to give a very simple example here. The consultants are those, okay, who are like the doctors. Do you know that there are the various kinds of practitioners, medical practitioners are available? What they do? Okay, just if you go for the where the MBBS students are available, you can say MBBS students are like a trainee. Okay, they are learning about the various practices of the medicine, but at the same time, the one who completed the MBBS, he or she is known about that particular medicine very well. So what happened, you might be observed the difference between MBBS doctors and others, or sometimes MDs and other doctors. What the MDs are doing, okay, they most of the time you might be observed that they never even go for the injection, just they discuss with the patient and they give the directly the medicines. See, it's the job of the consultant. Most of the time what the consultant do, they are available to give the solution, and trainee are most of the time they are utilized to build or to develop that solution. Okay, see, this is the main point. Please understand. When I am talking about the consultant here, what they will do, see, when you go to the doctor, doctor never understand what exactly your disease is. What they do then, they ask you the question. Okay, from how many days you are feeling like this? What exactly the symptoms you feel? Are you feeling sore throat? Are you feeling some fever? Are you feeling some body pain? See, they ask the question. They try to understand the history of your that particular disease, and based on that, then they draw a conclusion. Okay, this patient require this kind of treatment. Then, if they are not understanding viewpoint, they ask you to go for certain laboratory tests. Then we do those tests, and then based on that test report, they decides the medicine. See, this is the job of the consultant. Consultant generally work in this way. Okay, they are available to give the solution. Okay, it's a point. Imagine, I want to ask you, Abhishek, to you the question here itself. Suppose you are alone in the house and you want to prepare a cup of tea. What you will do? You will prepare that cup of tea. You are alone, you know that. Then you know how much water to be taken or milk to be taken. Then how much quantity of tea powder to be taken, how much quantity of other ingredients to be taken, and accordingly you will prepare. Okay. But then suppose at the same time 10 different guests came to your house, then what will happen with you? Is it possible for you to get the same only half cup of the water, half cup of the milk, and then prepare the tea for everyone? No, not at all. See, then there is a need to give you the solution. Somebody should be there to guide you. Then your mother can become your consultant. She may stand aside you and will say that, okay, now you do one thing. Instead of half cup of the water, take the 5 cup of the water. Take the 5 cup of the milk. Okay, then put this much sugar, this much tea powder, this much other ingredients, and prepare the cup of tea. And you will be very confident because of that consultant as your mother there. You know that yes, I'll prepare that tea very well because my mother is consulting me. Means she is providing you the solution and you are developing or building that solution. So you are becoming during that time what? Training, and your mother becomes your consultant. Okay, I hope I was able to explain in short, okay, this particular point with this general life example only. Okay, see, this is the point that I wanted to clear to all of you. Today's session was this much only, that I wanted to give only the overview. I don't want to go in depth. Okay, because right now I'm just a particular person who are putting all of you on the track. Okay, I may do somewhere mistakes, I know that, because I'm not the expert of this field, but I tried to put the best of from my end to all of you to understand and to make you interest. See, I know that when you will start with the SAP modules now, I know they have German people have been prepared it in their own English language way, and that English language sometimes you may not be able to understand directly. For few words, 100% I will say that you need to refer or you have to go on a Google Baba and you have to search the information, or hey, what is the meaning of this word? Okay, see, just I want to say one word. Most of the time that it may come in your that SAP models for any model orchestration. Okay, So you have to understand what is this orchestration. See, the word itself very tough to pronounce as well. Okay, so these kind of words they have been used. So, but we have to simplify by understanding and exploring ourselves more on the different platforms. Okay, so my dear friends, for today we'll stop here, right? And definitely I have been made this record, so I will share it. There may be some noise over there, but still I will share it. And I have given you very small task today. Please, I'm trying to observe that you all are doing and posting it on our WhatsApp group. Only you have to understand the meaning of various keywords associated with your business processes and business cycles. Okay, and for today I will take here the leave. And okay,
Okay,
that's
thank you,
fine
sir.
for today. Thank you very much for
Thank
joining.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
thanks.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah, I will repeat the details. I will post the task in your WhatsApp group.
Redmi Note 5 Pro is rising.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much,
yes,
sir.
thanks all of you. Now I'm going to close the meeting. Please,
Yes, sir. No issue.
Thank you so much.
Yes, on
Uh,
WhatsApp.
yeah, allow me to close the meeting. I'll.
Sir, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Bye, sir. Thank